Hello everyone, welcome to Shaker's History optional classes. As part of historiography, we are going to understand one more personality. His name is Mortimer Wheeler. He was Director General of ASI just during India got independence. India is about to get independence during his time period. 44 he became Director General, up to 48 he was there. During his time period, some interesting developments have taken place. He made ASI work more scientific. Earlier, suppose if some kind of artifacts were discovered in certain place, scientists or excavators, archaeologists were considering these artifacts belong to a certain particular time period. But he revolutionized by bringing layer by layer reading. That means the top layer belonged to one particular generation, the next layer another generation, the next layer another generation. In that way, when he made this kind of method in a single place, Indian archaeologists are able to identify how many deep layers of history hidden in our beneath the earth. That is why he made more scientific excavation, layer by layer reading. It is called stratigraphic excavation, strata by strata. During his time period, interesting developments have taken place that he excavated properly Arikamedu. It established a clear-cut case that Indo-Roman trade links were properly understood. It was very clear that in ancient times, Indians and Roman Empire was having deep connections. Lot of evidence came from Arikamedu. He excavated Brahmagiri also. More interesting part is, he was the one who contributed for Aryan invasion theory. Before him, Aryan invasion theory was there in academic circle, but he made it more popular by officially writing about Aryan invasion theory. According to that, Harappa, Mohenjo-daro or Indus Valley civilization declined because of Aryan invasion. But currently it is a discredited theory, and his evidence, what he has taken evidence means, he has taken some mass skeletons. Some skeletons were identified in place like Mohenjo-daro, and he considered these skeletons were resultant of mass massacre. And he also took some references in Rigveda that Purandara was mentioned. It was the name given to Indra. The meaning is breaker of forts. Aryans were nomadic people. Forts means Harappan, Mohenjo-daro people were Indus Valley civilized, urbanized people. He can probably Rigvedic people, according to him, Rigvedic people were considering these buildings are forts. That is why the name Purandara was given to Indra. It was an analogy that they were having conflict. Aryans and Harappans were fighting. In that wars and battles, Harappans were defeated. Aryans occupied these places. That is how Indus Valley civilization got declined. But today, with a lot of evidence, with the timeline also, currently this is discredited because the timeline of Harappan decline is different, the migration of Aryans different. Rigvedic time period 1500 BC, whereas by that time period Harappans already declined. If already declined, and to whom Aryans are going to invade? So that is why today it is discredited, but till recent times this theory was one of the most popular theories on understanding how Indus Valley civilization got declined. Because Indus Valley civilization really astonished the world that much before Europeans were civilized, much before many places got civilized, Indians were living in cities. Indians were living in urban areas. one of the highly civilized regions of the world. And curious case also generated during that time period. If that was the case, then who was the reason or what were the factors in declining of such a great civilization? And he has considered Aryan invasion because they were Mortimer Wheeler representing British government. They were invaders, and that is why his way of thinking also went to that direction, but with more evidence. According to whatever evidence he got, he put forward this theory, but more evidence proved that it is not convincing one. Whereas Aryan migration is the one, but at the same time, already by the time Aryans appeared in this region, already the city life of Indus Valley civilization already declined. So that is why this theory is discredited. Mortimer Wheeler, he was there during India got independence. Arikamedu, Brahmagiri, Harappa, these are the places he excavated more scientific manner, layer by layer reading he introduced. And thereafter, once India got independence, Indians only started contributing, but the techniques learned during his time period and before him, John Marshall time period, they trained young Indians, and these young Indians contributed for excavations after independence. So this is how India's history itself has a history, and that is known as historiography. Who is the personality name? He is Mortimer Wheeler. All right. Thank you.